Welcome to Audiobook Bay, where we unlock the wisdom of the world's most transformative books. Today, we're exploring The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz, a classic that reveals how your thinking directly determines your success, your opportunities, and the life you create. Published in 1969, this book has guided millions toward greater achievement and fulfillment. The central premise is simple but revolutionary. You get in life what you think you deserve. Your thoughts are the architects of your reality. Schwartz spent decades studying successful people and uncovered a pattern. They think bigger about themselves, their capabilities, and their possibilities. This book teaches you how to do the same. What's remarkable is that the strategies Schwartz shares are practical and immediately applicable. You don't need to wait until you feel ready. You can start today. The timelessness of this book speaks to its power. Decades after publication, it remains one of the most recommended books on success, which tells you something about its enduring relevance and effectiveness. What makes this book exceptional is that it doesn't just motivate you. It teaches you the actual mechanics of how thinking creates results. Schwartz shows you the specific ways that small thinking holds you back and the specific ways that big thinking opens doors. He doesn't tell you to visualize success. Instead, he teaches you to actually change how you think about yourself and your possibilities. He shows you how to reprogram your mind so that you naturally gravitate toward bigger goals and bigger actions. This is education, not just inspiration. Takeaway 1. Excusitis is a disease that kills dreams and potential before they have a chance to grow. Schwartz identifies excusitis as the habit of making excuses, blaming health, intelligence, age, race, or circumstances for why you can't achieve what you want. It's a form of mental laziness disguised as realism. Excusitis comes in many forms: health excusitis, dumb excusitis, age excusitis, luck excusitis. Each one is a lie we tell ourselves to avoid taking responsibility for our lives. The cure is to stop making excuses and start making progress. Every person with a dream has obstacles, but winners don't let obstacles become excuses. You can't control your circumstances, but you can control your response to them. Takeaway 2. Believe it's possible because belief is the foundation of all achievement. Your belief about what's possible for you is a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe you can earn more, your mind will find ways. If you believe you can't, it won't even try. Schwartz found that successful people simply believe bigger. They believe in themselves, in their ideas, and in their ability to overcome challenges. This belief isn't arrogance or delusion. It's a quiet confidence rooted in the conviction that growth is possible. When you believe it's possible, you act differently. You take different risks. You pursue different opportunities. Belief is the permission slip your subconscious mind needs to move forward. Takeaway 3. Your environment shapes your thinking more than you realize, so choose it carefully. Negative people, dead-end jobs, and limiting relationships literally shrink your vision of what's possible. You become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. If those people are cynical, small-thinking, and afraid of change, your thinking will contract. Conversely, surrounding yourself with ambitious, open-minded people who believe in growth expands your thinking. Schwartz recommends intentionally choosing your environment, your job, your friendships, your media consumption, to support bigger thinking. This isn't about being disloyal. It's about recognizing that your environment is either nurturing your growth or stunting it. This principle applies to everything you expose yourself to, including the books you read, the podcasts you listen to, and even the news you consume. Every input is either feeding your small thinking or your big thinking. Takeaway 4. Courage is not the absence of fear, but action in the face of fear. Too many people wait until they feel ready before they pursue their dreams, but readiness is a luxury that rarely arrives. Schwartz teaches that winners simply move forward despite fear. They feel scared and do it anyway. They take the job before they are perfectly qualified. They start the business before they have it all figured out. They ask for the promotion before they're sure they'll get it. Consider the person who applies for a position knowing they don't meet every qualification listed. Most people skip that application because they are afraid of rejection. The courageous person applies anyway, knowing that qualifications often matter less than the willingness to learn and contribute. Action builds courage. Courage does not precede action. Each time you act despite fear, you weaken fear's grip on you. The brave people you admire aren't people without fear. They are people who decided that their dreams mattered more than their fear. Takeaway 5. Goal setting is the bridge between thinking big and achieving big. Most people have dreams but no written goals. Schwartz emphasizes the power of clear, specific written goals with deadlines. When you write down your goal, you move from vague wanting to concrete intention. Your mind becomes a goal-seeking mechanism that works toward that objective even when you're not consciously thinking about it. Your brain filters information and opportunities, alerting you to things that move you toward your goal. This is why successful people are constantly noticing opportunities that others miss. They have clarity about what they are looking for. The critical step Schwartz recommends is to write your goal in present tense as if it's already achieved. Not, I want to earn $100,000, but I earn $100,000. This shifts your subconscious from striving toward something distant to operating from a place of already being that person. The act of writing a goal down makes it real in a way that merely thinking about it never will. Takeaway 6. Conversation shapes your reality, so monitor what you say and what you listen to. Schwartz calls this the conversation principle. Complaints, gossip, and negative talk literally pull down the quality of your thinking and your mood. Conversely, conversations focused on possibility, growth, and solutions elevate your thinking. The people you talk to most influence your thinking more than you probably realize. If you spend time with people who obsess over problems, you'll become a problem-focused person. If you spend time with solution-focused people, your thinking will shift. This is why choosing your social circle is one of the most important decisions you can make. Takeaway 7. Feed your mind with quality input because your thinking is a product of what you consume. Schwartz recommends being deliberate about books, podcasts, and conversations you engage with. Your mind is a garden. Plant seeds of ambition, curiosity, and growth, and you'll reap accordingly. Plant seeds of complaint and mediocrity, and that's what will grow. Most people consume news and entertainment that keeps them stuck and small. Winners consume input that expands their thinking and feeds their ambition. This isn't about ignoring reality. It's about choosing inputs that inspire you and move you forward. The difference between someone who grows and someone who stays stuck often comes down to what they've decided to read, listen to, and focus their attention on. Takeaway 8. How you spend your spare time determines the quality of your life outside of work. Many people think success only happens at the office, but Schwartz shows that your thinking about leisure is equally important. Do you use spare time to learn and grow, or to check out and numb? Do you invest in relationships, health, and personal development? People who think big about life as a whole, not just career, create lives of greater richness and fulfillment. Your spare time is where character is built and dreams are nurtured. The person who reads in their spare time knows different things than the person who watches television. The person who exercises in their spare time looks different and feels different. These seemingly small choices compound dramatically over years and decades. Takeaway 9. Sales ability and persuasion skill are trainable and essential for all success. Schwartz argues that everyone is selling ideas themselves, their vision. The person who can communicate persuasively and influence others has an advantage in virtually every area of life. These skills aren't innate. They are developed through practice and study. He provides frameworks for becoming a better communicator and influencer, which compounds across your entire life. Whether you're pitching a business idea, advocating for yourself, or building relationships, these skills matter. The person who can articulate their ideas clearly and inspire others to believe in them has access to opportunities that shy, inarticulate people never encounter. Takeaway 10. Thinking big isn't about what you accomplish, it's about who you become in the pursuit. The ultimate magic of thinking big is that it transforms you from the inside out. You become more confident, more resilient, more creative. You see opportunities others miss. You attract people and circumstances that align with your bigger vision. The success is wonderful, but the person you become in the process is the real magic. Think bigger about yourself, and your life will expand to match. One final truth from Schwartz that deserves emphasis. Thinking big is a choice you make multiple times every single day. When you wake up, you can choose to think small or big about your possibilities. When you encounter a challenge, you can think small about your ability to overcome it or big. When someone criticizes you, you can accept it as confirmation of your limitations or as feedback to learn from. These small daily choices compound over weeks, months, and years. A person who thinks small today will think small next year. A person who chooses to think big will be unrecognizable in 5 years. The magic in this book isn't some secret formula. It's the recognition that your thinking literally creates your experience. Your thoughts determine your actions. Your actions determine your results. Your results determine your identity. And your identity determines your future thinking. This is a cycle you can interrupt and redirect. Start thinking bigger, and you'll begin moving toward a bigger life. Not someday, not when you're ready, now. Thank you for joining us at Audiobook Bay. The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz is an enduring classic for anyone ready to expand their vision and step into greater success and fulfillment.